Orange. Got an orange light on the mic. So we're going to talk about a little bit of real estate because that is what we do here at Victor Bravo. We do real estate on a daily basis. Oh, here comes the lights. Here comes the shininess on the forehead. Um, so we're going to talk a little bit about real estate and a little bit about life. About I know on the on my personal TikTok, if you're listening, watching, doing whatever you're doing on TikTok, the title is I'm losing my baby. Um, So while some of you that are watching may have been following Victor Bravo because of the content we put out in real estate, um, everybody, no matter who it is, has multiple different dynamics to who they are as an individual. Um, Multiple different dynamics to who they are as an individual and multiple different facets of their life. Very, very few people in this world that you ever meet that are truly one dimensional, that's all they have. So you'll see people on social media, and sometimes you think that all they have going on is one piece of their life. So 99% of the content we put out on the Victor Bravo page is all about single family residential real estate investing, about how we're helping people out in the state of Maryland in order to get out of tight situations and sell their properties, on how we're building our rental portfolio and how we're dealing with residential real estate investing. One of the things that I don't talk about that often is mental health awareness, and PTSD, and some of the stigma that comes with it, and some of the resources that are out there available for folks that have been dealing with PTSD, specifically combat related PTSD. So, a big part of who I am as an individual that I spent 17 years in the United States Marine Corps. Retired out of the Marine Corps, got medically retired in the beginning of 2016 as a gunnery sergeant of Marines, and big Marine Corps pretty much said that I was done playing. Let me know that I was done, and they politely recommended that I get medically retired out. So I said, okay, let's do it. Um, Beginning of 2016, I got retired out and went through in 2015. Actually, while I was still in, I spent that last year, almost the entirety of the year, down at Walter Reed National Military Medical Center at Bethesda, in and out of different modalities of treatment, from the trauma recovery program to just about every other behavioral health program you could think of, the biofeedback. Got to understand myself, acupuncture for pain, surgery on my knee at the same time. Spent a lot of time in and out of Walter Reed, Bethesda, during 2015. In that same time, I started developing. I started to build myself back up, starting to try to use these different modalities of treatment to include the psychiatrist treatment, which was meds, because the VA is famous for throwing meds at veterans. Um, and one of the modalities of treatment was a service dog. And the service dog programs that they had down there sounded amazing. I watched some of these service dogs in actions, both mobility dogs as well as PTSD dogs, and I watched them in action with their owners and their handlers. And I was absolutely in awe by the way that the interaction happened between the owner and the service dog. So I said, you know what? I'm going to do some research. And I went and I did a shit ton of research about all of the different veteran dog programs that are out there, service dog programs that are out there. And at that point, there wasn't that many of them. Now they're like, you can throw a rock and hit one anywhere you are in the US. But in 2016, there weren't quite as many of them as they are now. So I went through and I did a bunch of research. And the one that I found that stuck out, that really stood out above all the rest, was a company called America's Vet Dogs. And they were out of Smithtown, New York. America's Vet Dogs, which was an absolutely amazing company. Everything about the company, shined through, stood head and shoulders above all the rest of the service dog programs that I looked at out there. And one of the biggest things that I saw about them is that they have been training service animals for 60 something years, because it is the same organization that it was a derivative of, I should say, of the Guide Dog Foundation for the Blind. They've been around literally 60 something years, and that's all they do is they've been training seeing eye dogs for like 60 years. They have a huge campus in Smithtown, New York. And they, in 2003, kind of did a pivot, and they started America's Vet Dogs, which was kind of a subsidiary partner. I'm not sure exactly the corporate structure of it, of Guide Dog Foundation for the Blind. So I applied in, I guess, 2016 when I first got retired out. I applied for a service dog. I was absolutely blessed with getting issued, if you will, a service dog in July or August of 2016, and that was my baby girl Tara. And Tara is a yellow lab. She was is the most amazing dog you'd ever have a chance to meet. You ever seen me over the last 5 years? 99% chances Tara was with me. She traveled with me to California. She traveled with me to Arizona, St. Louis, Florida. She went on a road trip, a 10-day RV road trip in California. She went down to Kentucky. She's been all over the United States with me. um, she allowed me to travel. She allowed me to get back out in public. She kept me focused on what I needed to be focused on, and that was the here and the now. She allowed me to stay grounded. She allowed me to stay in the present and not get distracted by all the things that were out there in the world that easily distract me. Um, her task, she was trained in nightmare interruption, which really was a pain in the ass more than anything else because you'd cough in the middle of the night and she'd come over and start poking you in the side of the head. Um, but she's an amazing dog. So she's been with me, literally was with me when I did my first rehab in 2016. She sat there, and actually I got her while I was in the middle of doing the rehab because I remember I went, I bought like 3 different beds, and I still have paint on the one bed that I had inside of the property down in Essex. So she's been with me on rehab projects. She's been with me with the courses. She's been on stage with me at an REI Black Book event down in St. Louis. Um, she had a short film made after her from Marvel. Marvel did a little thing called Marvel Making Me a Hero, or Making Me a Hero. I think it was Make Me a Hero, where her and I were on there, and she was my hero dog. That was amazing, a great opportunity. She's been out at golf outings. Went out and we spoke at a golf outing in I think it was in Smithtown, Huntington, New York. Um, Absolutely amazing dog. We went down to have a congressional breakfast down at in Congress. We met with some of the representatives down there that were obviously the program needs to be funded. So we went down there to raise funds for the America's Vet Dog Program, PTSD awareness. So at the end of the day, she has been an absolute blessing to have with me. And I sit back and I look at my life over the last 5 years, and I don't think my life would be the same. I don't think I would be where I am right now. I don't think I would be talking to anybody out there. If anybody's listening, whether anybody's listening or not, I'm still going to talk. I don't think I would be where I am right now if it wasn't for her. She gave me the freedom for me to be able to be secure in myself enough to not do anything stupid in this world over the last 5 years. And she gave me the opportunity for me to really try to build myself back up to where I am today. And unfortunately, last July, she was diagnosed with a sarcoma, with bone cancer. We had to have her leg removed last July. We knew that the end was near. Doctors at that point figured she'd probably have a couple of months, 2 or 3 months left after we had her leg removed. Um, and we retired her out. We retired her vest. She is no longer a service dog. She is now a big fat house dog. And she had been living life for the last 15 months, which more than doubled the expectations of what any of the vets had. And over the past 15 months, man, myself and my family have done everything we can to really try to embrace the fact that we still have Tara with us. Um, and last week, she took a turn for the worst. Went and got another X-ray, and doctors again said that that's it. She's got very little time left. Last week, they told us that she has a week to Gettysburg, and she was up and around and jumping around like there was nothing damn wrong with her at all. And at the end of the day, in all this that I'm saying today, I guess what it comes down to is life is short, man, and you never know when life is going to get ripped out from under. So, and somebody that's had somebody in their family that has died a slow death, whether it's from cancer or whether it's from heart disease or whatever it's from, all well that every minute you have to spend with your loved ones, spend it with them, because my kids and I were absolutely blessed this weekend. Play with, hang out with, cuddle, just be around the most amazing dog in the world. And some people are like, just a dog. You're right, it's just a dog. Yeah, you're absolutely right. She's a dog that has changed my life. So we had that this weekend, and me and my kids sat and we talked about it and we discussed, what's going to happen. And they're 11 and 7 years old, and they have to die within the next week, maybe 2 weeks. She's a freaking fighter, so with her, it might be another month. Feeling better, she's going to get better or anything else. What do we got on there? Something mess up. So at the end of the day, really what it comes down to is just you have to really spend time doing the things that you want to do that are going to benefit you in life. You got a comment on there? Nothing? You sure? Okay. Um, you have to spend time with your family. You have to spend time doing the things that you want to do so that you can live the life that you want to live. Because this life can get ripped out from underneath you tomorrow. So, I mean, literally, like tomorrow. So, if you look back and look at your life and you look at life that you're living right now, are you living it to your fullest? Have you done the things that you want to do? If you look back right now and knew that you only had a week left, what would you look back with regrets? Those things that you would look back with regrets and say, damn, I wish I would have done this. Go out and do it. Do it. Period. You only have one life. You'll only have one life to live. Some people, I'm doing the things that I love doing right now, and I'm spending the time with the people that matter to me. And the reality is, like, I'm building the business now so that as life goes on, I'm enjoying every day of it. And I'm building my life every day because you have to enjoy it every day. You can't just sit there and grind, and not do the things that you want to do in life. Because if you do that, you're going to miss out on life. You're going to get to a point where you're successful. You're going to realize you never did the things that you wanted to do. So look at the things that you want to do in life and just start doing them. Like I said, man, I was going to make today real quick. 15 minutes, not much about real estate. I just wanted to get out here, just throw that out there for today, man. Just life is short. That's what today is about, man. Life, way too damn short. Don't take it for granted. Go out there and